We're here at Lancaster University Center where today California State University Long Beach officials are going to announce the ABET accreditation for its engineering degree completion program.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here today for this exciting announcement. I am Jason Cottle. I'm the city's deputy city manager, and on behalf of the mayor and Lancaster City Council, I welcome you and excited to present today something very special that I think a lot of people have been talking about in the AV is the need for, and it's funny, and I say the need for a four-year university, but a need for a four-year education in the Antelope Valley. And the reality is we have a four-year educational facility in the Antelope Valley that everybody can partake in affordably and local, which is important. And now we can announce that it's not only affordable and local, it's accredited, and that's a big step for a school of engineering as it relates to the degree holders and those people who participate in it. So to get started, I'm going to introduce Dushi, who's the interim associate vice president of academic planning, and who I know personally has been working very closely in trying to make this venture a success. And I am sure the accreditation is a result of his hard work and his efforts. So Dushi, come on up.
It's truly a pleasure to join the celebration today. Long Beach State engineering program offered in Lancaster is unique in many ways. It's the first cohort-based engineering program in the CSU as a whole, system-wide. In fact, it's probably the only cohort program in California. It's the most efficient program for students. Students are guaranteed classes, and they also can graduate in 2.5 years. The program cultivates a unique environment for teamwork. And in fact, teamwork, as you know, is very essential in engineering and for that matter, in any career you can think of. When we first started the program in 2011, the program received the WASC accreditation, which is the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. This is required to begin the program. Now, we have successfully secured the ABET accreditation, which is the accreditation for engineering and technology, for bachelors in electrical engineering and bachelors in mechanical engineering. This accreditation literally opens the door for any engineer to seek professional license in engineering and also to pursue graduate education in any graduate program in the country. This is remarkable in many ways for this unique program. The accreditation is a testament really to the commitment by the City of Lancaster, the Antelope Valley College partners, and the aerospace partners and friends that are in this valley. It's a viable, credible program in this region, but the high quality of it is really second to none in the country because it's of the accreditation that we have had today, right? Now, considering the competitive nature of engineering education in California, as you know, it's extremely difficult to access a transfer engineering education program in any of the CSUs or UCs. It's very highly competitive. 1 in 10 probably has a seat in California in terms of higher education. So considering that challenge, this is an engineering education gem in the Antelope Valley. It is very unique in many ways. We have equivalent to a private education offered by a public institution. To date, we have graduated 32 students, all of whom have incredible engineering jobs, or they're pursuing a graduate education somewhere. Students in this program have graduated with magna cum laude, which is the highest award in the College of Engineering. Highest award among 4,000 engineering students in the College of Engineering. From this program, they have received the highest award, which is in many ways the highest recognition one can achieve in a program such as this. Students in this program have received NSF graduate research fellowships and has also pursued, some of them have even been accepted for graduate education at Stanford. I know for this region, sky is not the limit. In fact, we are into space travel. But for these students, the opportunities are really limitless. And finally, I want to endorse here Cal State Long Beach's commitment, a proud partnership with the City of Lancaster, Antelope Valley College, and our aerospace partners in this region. And really a commitment to the next generation of engineers who will be coming out of this program. I thank you very much for joining us today.
Dushi talked about the importance of what we're doing here, right? There's two things that are happening. One is we all know that we're Aerospace Valley, or been known as Aerospace Valley. These mechanical engineers and electrical engineers that are coming out of this program are all getting hired. And that's an important story to be told. At the same token, we talk about mechanical engineering. We also talk about the electrical engineering side of it. As you know, the Antelope Valley is advancing from not only the aerospace, but also including transportation in general, from BYD, who's manufacturing electric buses, to Kinky Sherrio, who's in Plant 42 in Palmdale, who's doing the same thing. So these students that are coming out of here are coming into a robust economy that they have real opportunities to not only provide for a long-term sustainability for their family, but also for a local economy. One of those representing the aerospace industry today is Mike Wallace, and he'll be coming and talking about the importance of the program to his company.
As Jason said, my name is Mike Wallace, Avionics Department Manager at Northrop Grumman. But what I want to say is, before we go into talking about the value of this program to the community, is we have a very unique community here in the Antelope Valley. Kind of echoing what Jason said about the fact that this community here is an aerospace community. I was just reading the other day in the GAVIAR, which is the Greater Antelope Valley Economic Alliance. And if you have a chance, if you get a chance to peruse through it, you'll be able to find some interesting information in there. When you look, you see the top 5 employers of this Antelope Valley happens to be pretty much around aerospace, naming from Edwards to China Lake to Northrop Grumman to Lockheed. And as you see these things here, you see that we have a great need to bring on people that come from a STEM background. So, being that the importance of this program to the Antelope Valley is, as you also mentioned, Jason, too, is the fact that, and Dushi, that we have an accredited program in the Antelope Valley. So a unique program partnered up with a unique community actually adds a lot of value, because now we no longer have to go down to LA area or outside of California to get to get people to hire in. We can actually get local talent in our own community to bring into the program, and eventually to hire them within the own Antelope Valley, which is a very important aspect of building the Antelope Valley's economy and growing it. So from a Northrop Grumman employer, I would say that we've, so far, and also as a teacher here, because I do teach system engineering and integration, to my knowledge, I know we've brought on at least about 5 people, at least from my class alone, and we're still bringing on more people. So I think it's a plus, it's a benefit, and I'd like to thank, Ken and Shelley, what they're doing here, Jay, I'm sorry, what they're doing here to this community and to what they're adding the value. So it's a great opportunity for this community to grow, this community to add more in terms of the engineering and the professional field here. So we're doing a great thing by adding this program, and now that it is here and it is ABET accredited. So we thank you guys from industry. I guess I can speak for the voice of industry since I'm here. Thank all you guys. Thank you very much.
One of the challenges that we face in the Antelope Valley is telling this story. The Board of Trade has been tasked with that, of sharing that knowledge and telling the story. I know that they do it well, and they do it well with Josh Mann, which I'll introduce to come up, is that this is the time to tell this story to everybody we can, that the Antelope Valley is a great place to get educated, it's a great place to live, and it's a great place to do your business. And with that, I'll introduce Josh Mann, who's going to tell us that story.
Thank you, Jason. It is certainly a great day to be here in the Antelope Valley to celebrate something that sets us apart, that makes us unique in terms of our local economy and our quality of life. What we're talking about today really harkens back to how my family arrived here in the Antelope Valley in the 1950s, drawn by this emerging aerospace industry here in the Antelope Valley. And as was mentioned earlier, we have seen some significant changes in the course of the last 60-some years, but the need to have quality, trained, well-educated workers in our workforce has never been greater. And I can tell you that this has been a dream and a goal of the Antelope Valley Board of Trades for over 20 years. Many of you are familiar with one of our late board members, Bob Johnstone, who worked tirelessly and put in so many hours in developing what we know as our High Desert Master Plan for Higher Education to help develop those stepping stones to have a program like we have today. And so I am so thrilled with the work of Dr. Santarelli and certainly our partners at Cal State Bakersfield for bringing this to fruition. And the Antelope Valley Board of Trade could not be happier in terms of wanting to share this great story and continue to see it grow and thrive for years to come. Thank you.
I have 2 kids at home, a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old that are preparing for college, and I tell them the story that I have a political science degree. So when I came out of college, I looked around and I said, what am I? And I realized I'm nothing, right? I have a political science degree. That doesn't make me anything. So I tell them regularly, I say, when you go to college, think about what you're going to be when you're done, right? What is the title you're going to have when you come out? Are you going to be a nurse? Are you going to be a doctor? Are you going to be an engineer? There's titles that you can be. There's people that you can become right out of college, and think of that when you're in college. I didn't. Fortunately, you create a career and everything else that associates with that, but it's exciting to know that the day you graduate from this university or this institution, you're an engineer. And I think that's important to be able to be told to the employer that you're going to be facing and the people you're going to be talking to is that you are somebody. Well, we have somebody here, and I want to introduce her to come on up. It's Marcia, come on up as a graduate of this program and a student, and we welcome her to tell us her story.
Good morning, I'm Marcia Asensio, and I'm an electrical engineering student right now here at Cal State Long Beach, Antelope Valley. I am an Antelope Valley native. I was born and raised out here, and if you asked me where I thought my life would be today 5 years ago, I would have never guessed that I would have the opportunities that I do right now. I originally heard about this program when I was a student at Antelope Valley College, and Dr. Kasai was one of the main advocates there pitching for students to join this program. And although I was a little hesitant and unsure since it was so new, I'm really glad that I am here. Some of the benefits that I see from this program that come to mind immediately, for one, is the cohort-based program. I became really, really close with my cohort mates, and it is so important that we learn how to work together as we would in the industry, and I realize that now that I do have a taste of what the industry is like. It's great to almost be forced to work with each other to progress through this program, and we help each other, we rely a lot on each other, and that's something I truly value here that I'm not sure I would have ever gotten anywhere else. A second aspect that I truly value here is our professors. They're so passionate. They are here around the clock. They're here to offer networking opportunities. They've been more than helpful, and the way that they conduct their lectures and their labs make it very personal and intimate, something that I can truly say I wouldn't see at another university, just because of the small classroom size and the way that they're able to interact with us and give us a lot of their time. And then that goes across both disciplines. Although I'm an electrical engineering student, I talked to Dr. Shelley, I talked to some of the other professors who might teach mechanical engineering, and it's great the way that they integrate us across the whole program. And third, something that I really like here is the way that the program is set up. I am currently a co-op out at Edwards Air Force Base for the Air Force Test Center, and I get to work navigation and guidance on F-16s. And so because of this program, I have the opportunity to work there 2 to 3 times a week during the semester and full-time over summer. And I'm proud to say that after working there since this last February, they've offered me full-time employment once I graduate. And because of the location and the opportunities of this program, I don't think that would have ever happened. And I'm very grateful to know that I'm receiving a great education here while I get to attend different training and different opportunities out there at Edwards Air Force Base. And so I would say to any students or anybody who knows students who are looking for engineering, this program is perfect. So thank you very much.
I would say that there's a number of stories like that. This is one example of local success, but I know through the success of this program and the work and the effort of the professors and all the people involved that this is going to be many stories to come, and there have been many stories in the past like that. So congratulations on your employment and your success in this program. With that, I have a certificate on behalf of the City Council and the Mayor. If you want to come up, we can take pictures as a group. Dushi, Ken, coming up.